Okay, welcome to my YouTube channel, Travel with Flex. So basically on this channel, guys, I will be discussing on traveling abroad to school to study in different universities all around the world, talking about scholarship and how to get your proof of funds, how to follow all this process, the main procedure needed to to achieve these things. So today, guys, I'll be talking basically on Austria. This is an European country. Most people don't even understand, don't know either about it and the whole process. The process is a lot, but it's worth it at the end because this school you pay the sum of 200 something thousand Nigerian currency, just 700 something euro, max 1,000 euro every semester. Whereas you see a lot of people going to that country like US, UK, Canada to spend thousands of dollars, thousands of pounds, euros, like then to spend a lot, spend millions just to pay tuition fee and other stuff. But you have a country here that you can get a job, you pay little tuition fee, your monthly income, the job you're doing can help you sustain. Like you go self no go, you go like, wow, is this like you go shock. You understand? So I'm gonna put you guys through all these steps and don't miss any single step because once you miss a single step and you begin the procedure and you go to the embassy and make mistake. What's the law? You missed it and you have to start all over. So let's talk about I'll be talking about masters and I'll also be talking about BSc. So if you want to go study your masters or BSc, I will list the document that are needed because you have to go to Ministry of Education, Ministry of Foreign Affairs to legalize and authenticate some document there. Then when you're done, before you proceed to to the embassy, Austrian embassy, both masters and BSc have to follow this process. So I'll list the documents masters need and also BSc, and the document that masters have to take to Ministry of Education, and the one that have to be taken to Ministry of Foreign Affairs. This information is very important. So please don't miss it. Watch the video to the end and please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please, you can subscribe, turn on the notification bell. So let's get to it ASAP. So for master students, one of the documents you'll be needing is your O-level certificate. It could be your WAEC, it could be your NECO, it could be your NATEP, anyone it will do. Original certificate, make sure it's not doctored. Original one. Then you need your BSc certificate from your university, the original one. Get your transcript from your university, the original one. Then you need admission statement. Admission statement can be given from your university and can also be given at the Ministry of Education, which can be eligibility letter. Yeah, it can be getting from any of them. Eligibility letter could do, and one from your university also could do. If your university can give it to you, so that one is not an issue. So you also need MPC certificate. The MPC certificate is gotten from National Population Commission, is your birth certificate. But once you are above 92 or 97 thereabout, 1997, from 90, I guess from if you are from age 24 downward, you can get there's a kind of certificate you have to get. But if you are above from 25 upward, you have to get attestation, not the best certificate now, because that's the rules. Um, According to Nigeria, this thing that's the one you have to get. So I don't know for yeah, I guess that's I don't know for other country, but basically Nigeria. So but I guess other country too, you have to get attestation of birth certificate, but it's necessary for anybody applying. So for you to get your birth certificate, that's the MPC, that's attestation. First of all, please don't make mistake. It's very important. Take this very important. I made that mistake, and I don't want anybody to make that mistake because once you make that particular mistake, you have to pay on that money starting all over 200,000. Other like Cameroon and other place, they pay 300,000. So go to court, tell them you need declaration of age. Now that declaration of age, make sure is your parent. It could be your dad, it could be your mom. If you don't have any of them, make sure your family member that can go there and sign. Their name will be there, their age, then their signature will be the one there. If you go to some of these Nigeria courts, some of them they misbehave. Sorry to say that, but that's just the fact. Some of them will tell you to sign. There's no need. But when you get to the embassy will tell you. up is your signature, and some they will not even see anything. It's when the lawyer starts making research, because you go back there, you come to your house, he will tell the person that his name is there to sign. So if they are seeing two different signature, or it's your parents or your guardian that is there, is not on the one on the declaration of age, and they sign and the signature are different, the whole process is crumble already, even though the other documents are okay. The whole process, you have to start all over. So I made that mistake when I got to the embassy. The woman looked at my document and was like, why is this two signature? Why is your signature here? And I was like, whoa. And I never even knew. I just thought it's my signature over there, because that was what I was told to do in the court. They have to reschedule another date for me. I had to go back, tell my mom to do it for me. I did this very cheap. It's very cheap. I did it very cheap in Bauchi here, at the rate of 3,000 something. But my mom is in Kaduna, so I told her she help me to do it. When she got there, they did it for her 12,000 naira. So funny, right? So that is the NPCO around this thing. That is the attestation, right? So, but for the because of just all those mistakes, because you have to use that declaration of age to get the NPC, that is the attestation. So when you get that ready, that is the declaration of age, then you go to NPC office, give it to them, you fill the form, you pay them. Every state is different. The amount you pay in every state is different. So don't mix it up. Another state, my state is 3,000 something here in Bauchi. Other states 12,000, some 7,000, some 8. So it all depends. But you just have to get that in place. So when you get that, you are good to go. When you have your attestation and declaration, those two will be submitted to the embassy. So that is for you need eligibility letter, as I said. You need your international passport, this thing, that the main page. You need your bachelor certificate, and you need your marriage certificate if you're married, because the embassy will want to know. So you need that also, and you need to be authenticated in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So what else? So I think basically those are the things you needed. So the document, what I listed here, look at them here. These are the things you need. So please don't miss any of these documents. So now, if you are going to Ministry of if for let me say BSc, this is what you need to get. You need to get your O level certificate, your primary school certificate. Is very important, very very important. Even the masters, you can get that also. It's very important. Then primary school certificate, your WAEC or NECO, anyone, the original one. The original one. BSc don't need to submit a lot of documents, you just fill of this document. The original WAEC certificate or NECO, anyone. So there are some universities that accept NECO. So and yeah, WAEC is widely accepted. And or what else? Your birth certificate. It can be attestation, it could be original birth certificate, as long it's just the age that difference, the one that will be issued to you from NPC. So when you get this, now let's talk about the master student. Which one are you taking to Ministry of Education? That needs to because in Ministry of Education there will stamp, sign, and all those things there. Please note this: don't allow anybody to cajole you. These things are cheap. These things are cheap. Now small money. No allow people chop you. As if when I wanted doing my somebody said I should bring 90,000. I was like, what? But apparently, in Ministry of Education, it's free. Although you pay a little token on their website, 300 naira per document or get something there about any document you want to upload, 300 naira thereabout. And for it depends on how many documents, that's all. Then you go there and submit. But due to the fact that it will take a lot of time and a lot of people want to do stuff within Nigeria, we know normal, you have to do one or two to get your documents ready. It's understand it's how they talk. So, but you see some people that want to help you tell you 90,000, this 100,000. It's not making any sense. Eligibility letter, some people are collecting 20,000. I lie. It's not up to that. The person that helped me did it around 15,000 for me. He called the very huge and we said 25. I was like, nah, we have to bargain 15. And I got my documents, some of the document that same day I went. But due to the mistake I said I made in my NPC and other things, I have to go back and redo it and get the other one secondly, package everything. So be wise in that area. Don't allow somebody cheat you. You can go yourself to do it. And if you need help, I can help out. I have legit people that can do it in a very I have le- I have legit people that can do it in a very cheaper rate for you. So now the one you have to get to take the Ministry of Education is your O level, your BSc, that is your degree certificate, your transcript, your admission statement. That is if it's gotten from your school. It has to be taken to Ministry of Education. And Ministry of Education to give you eligibility letter. The two of them, anyone can work. But if you are getting from university, make sure you collect it from university and submit it to Ministry of Education, because they have to still sign on it and stamp and other stuff like that. Your eligibility letter, that's one that needs to be taken to Ministry of Education. Now, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, they have to take your BSc transcript, your O-level certificate, your BSc certificate, your eligibility letter or admission statement, your international passport first page. It's not in all case they do accept our request, but just take it there. Then your MPC certificate, then marriage certificate if you're married, you take it there also. So these are the things that are needed to apply and just put together Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Ministry of Education, both masters and BSc. These are documents that are need to be put in place. BSc don't really have much issue, but master do. So these are the documents you need to put in place. Make sure your documents are all original. And God that take you beg you. If your document not original and you go to embassy and you submit wrong document, oga, your money is gone. Your money is gone. 200,000 is gone. You have to start all over. Some people that start over pay 200,000 all over again. One mistake can ruin the whole thing. You have to pay another extra 200,000. And if you're from other country, you pay another 300,000. Depends on the country you are. So make sure all these documents are original and from the right source. And with this, you are good to go. So also know that you have to book an appointment with the embassy. So to make it more easier, before you even start this process, book an appointment. So before the date they give to you to come over, you'll be processing all these documents, Ministry of Education and everything. And with this, you are good to go. So I'll be dropping a video later on schools that you can apply for in Austria and the time you have to wait and a lot of stuff like that. I'll be doing a video on that, and please don't forget to like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please share to other people that use it. I'll be doing a lot of videos. On my next videos, I'll be talking about bank statements, going for visa, how to apply for a visa, document that you need to put in place to apply for visa, and also the schools you can apply to, masters, and every other thing. I'll be giving you information on that. So please stay tuned. If you have any question or whatever, just get to me, write it on the comment section, or you can email me, and I will respond to you. Peace out. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Get more updates.